Assessment in group work. Assessment in group work is a critical aspect that determines the overall effectiveness of the group process and the progress of its members. Proper assessment allows group leaders to evaluate both the functioning of individual members and the group as a whole, ensuring that the group is meeting its objectives and that members are benefiting from their participation. Assessing the functioning of group members is essential for understanding how each individual is progressing within the group context. One common method of assessment involves using a variety of exercises that can help members self-reflect and provide feedback on their experiences. For example, scaling exercises, where members rate their progress or comfort level on a scale of 1 to 10, can be particularly useful in helping both the leader and the members themselves gauge individual development. This type of self-assessment encourages members to consider their growth over time and to identify areas where they may need additional support or focus. Another valuable assessment tool is the use of dyads and triads, where members share their thoughts and feelings in small groups. This approach not only allows members to express themselves more openly, but also provides the leader with insight into the interpersonal dynamics at play. For instance, members might discuss what they have done to be successful in the group, or what aspects of the group have been most helpful to them. These discussions can reveal much about the members' individual progress, as well as their contributions to and experiences within the group. Furthermore, the feedback obtained in these smaller group settings can inform the leader's approach to facilitating the larger group. Written exercises also serve as an important method of assessment. Members might be asked to write about what they remember from a session, or to reflect on how the group has impacted their lives outside of the group. These written reflections can provide the leader with a more in-depth understanding of each member's journey, as well as highlight the areas where the group is having a positive impact or where adjustments may be necessary. Additionally, written exercises allow members to process their experiences at their own pace, which can be particularly beneficial for those who may need more time to articulate their thoughts. The process of assessing the functioning of the group as a whole is equally important. Group leaders should regularly evaluate how well the group is achieving its objectives and whether the group dynamics are conducive to a positive and productive environment. One method of assessment is through group discussions, where members collectively reflect on the group's progress and the effectiveness of the group activities. This collective reflection can help identify any issues that may be hindering the group's success, such as conflicts between members or a lack of engagement in the group process. Group evaluation can also involve self-evaluation by the leader after each session. This practice allows the leader to reflect on what went well and what could be improved in future sessions. For example, the leader might consider whether the group activities were appropriately challenging, whether all members had the opportunity to participate, and whether the group dynamics were healthy and supportive. Self-evaluation is a critical component of effective leadership, as it enables the leader to continuously improve their approach and better meet the needs of the group. In addition to self-evaluation, leaders can also seek feedback from group members regarding the overall group experience. However, caution should be exercised when interpreting this feedback, as it may not always be accurate. For instance, a member who is unhappy with the leader might provide overly negative feedback, while another member who wants to please the leader might offer only positive comments. Therefore, it is important for leaders to consider all feedback carefully, taking into account the possibility of bias and using it as one piece of a larger assessment strategy. Another important aspect of group assessment is evaluating the group's environment. The physical setting in which the group meets can significantly influence the group's dynamics and the comfort level of its members. For example, a quiet private room may encourage members to open up and share more freely, while a noisy or public space might inhibit communication. The use of furniture, lighting, and seating arrangements can also impact the group's interactions. Leaders should regularly assess whether the environment is conducive to the group's objectives and make adjustments as needed to create a supportive and safe space for all members. The group environment also includes the social and emotional climate of the group. Leaders should be attuned to the mood of the group and any changes in the group's dynamics. For example, if the group atmosphere becomes tense or if certain members seem disengaged, the leader might need to intervene to address these issues. This could involve facilitating a discussion about the group's dynamics or implementing activities designed to rebuild trust and cohesion among members. In the context of assessing the group's environment, it is also important to consider the impact of external factors on the group. For instance, if members are dealing with significant stressors outside of the group, this may affect their participation and engagement within the group. Leaders should be aware of these external influences and consider how they might be addressed within the group setting. For example, the leader might introduce exercises that help members manage stress or encourage members to share their external challenges with the group, fostering a sense of support and understanding among members. It is very important for leaders to evaluate the success of the first session. The first session sets the tone for the entire group experience, making it crucial for the leader to assess how well it went. If the first session was successful, a brief warm-up may be all that is needed before moving into the content of the next session. However, if the first session did not set a positive tone, the leader may need to acknowledge this with the group, seek feedback on what could be improved, and make adjustments to ensure that future sessions are more successful. This initial evaluation helps to build a strong foundation for the group and ensures that any issues are addressed early on. When it comes to group evaluation, it is important to recognize that the purpose is not only to assess the success of the group as a whole, but also to understand how the group has impacted each member's behavior outside of the group. For example, if a member has become more assertive in their daily life as a result of the group, this would be a positive outcome that the leader might want to highlight during group discussions. By focusing on both the individual and collective outcomes, leaders can ensure that the group is meeting its objectives and providing meaningful benefits to its members. In situations where a member appears unprepared for the group or is not participating as expected, leaders should take a proactive approach to address the issue. For example, if a member remains silent during the session and seems disengaged, the leader might find a way to motivate them to complete assigned work or encourage them to participate in the discussion. This could involve offering additional support, modifying the group activities to better suit the members' needs, or having a one-on-one conversation to understand the members' concerns. Finally, leaders should be cautious when reading members' evaluations of the group. As noted earlier, feedback can be influenced by a variety of factors, including the members' relationship with the leader and their overall satisfaction with the group. Leaders should take this into account when interpreting feedback and use it as one piece of a larger assessment strategy. By considering feedback from multiple sources and combining it with their own observations, leaders can gain a more accurate picture of the group's functioning and make informed decisions about how to improve the group experience.